Hi everyone. We will talk about the manual testing. So this is the basic of the testing profile, because if you go for any jobs, so they will ask about the basics of the testing. Um, actually I started my new channel. This is my first video. I'm just explaining the manual testing. So the manual testing is basically the testing of the application as per the requirement. If any deviations uh, as per the requirement features, so that will call as a bug. Okay, so we can call as a testing the application again and again manually to find the defect according to the requirement is known as a manual testing. So uh, I will also give one examples how we are performing the manual testing in the real time world. So for example, if client has any requirement, right? So they need to create some features or applications based on that requirement. So they will connect with the offshore team PM means product managers, and they will explain the requirement. So from the offshore team, the lead will take a lead for that requirement, and he will create some prototype for that features or requirement. And based on that prototypes or discussions with the teams, our developers started the writing the codes for that features or requirement. And once the development is done, that the same features or functionality will be over to the QA, means for the testing the application of features. So once everything is fine, all the features of functionalities is like working uh, as per the requirements. So we will give the application to the on-site team to perform the UAT, user acceptance testing. So if client is accepted that feature functionality, then we will move that features or application to the productions. So these are the basic things, real time scenario what we are doing. So just I given one walkthrough what is happening in the real time. So basically in the manual testing, we know that we have a so many types of manual types of testing. For example, in the manual testings, uh, we are also performing like the functional testing, smoke testing, globalization testing, integration testing, regression testing, migration testing, so many types of testing. So in this is my the first uh, like um, uh, videos. So just I have more focus on the manual testing. What is the basics of the manual testing? So in the manual testings, what they are doing, we just create a plan, a strategy for that. We will start writing the test cases. Once the test case is done, and once the uh, development team hand over the applications to test, then we will start the executing the test cases on applications. And if we'll get any bug or issues while doing the testing, then we need to report the defects. Okay, so later I will also differentiate what is difference between defect bug, so that we will take I will take care later. So in the testing, so we have a different things. Like, so in the key manual testing also we have exploratory testing. For example, if we are not knowing about the application or features more deeply, but we have some application available to test, so as per the our abilities, knowledge, or uh, compared to the other application, if the QA have some experience, they will test that application also based on the walkthrough of the applications. Once they will go through the application, they will learn the application, and based on the QA experience here, the QA will able to know that whether that application is working or not. Because we know that if we are going to, for example, if I got to test one login page, we know that, right? If the user have entered the valid credential, then only he will able to log in, right? So these are the features is common. if any of the QA who has already worked 2 year, 3 years, 5 year, or 5 plus years in the banking domain, they are way too much familiar about all the banking domain knowledge. So they have that capacity to test any banking domain application. Only the main the difference is like maybe one application has some different logic calculation in the backend, but the features are the same only, but they have the different procedures, right? So for the to perform the manual testing, we should be like more have a logic knowledge, analytical knowledge, and strong communication to report the work to the client side, and we also required to give the justification also why we are going to raise this um, has a bug. Because see, sometime what is happening, maybe client also not aware about the more complex functionality, or maybe there is some gap between some gap is available between the requirements. So that's why also we can say has a bug, but later the same bug will come as a RFE, means a request for enhancement. So why we are going to perform the manual testing? Because see, if you perform the manual testing, we can able to see the all the UI UX issues. We also find the look and feel of the application, because the look and feel is very important. Because if the application has more dynamics, look and feel like very rich, so that will be attract, and it will give like more pleasures while using the application. So these are the basic things about the manual testing. uh, Later we will discuss about what is black box testing, how many types of black box testing. Thank you.